Onward we go, looking for something in this cave. Could it by possibly chance be a dream movie? Maybe. Maybe I'm just going in here for the adventure and to steal all the elves' hidden loot. Indeed. Not the point. The point is to go to another staircase. Like I said, there's actually several ways to reach the fourth floor. Yes, all four. There's 4 floors in this. Your mileage may vary, but I'm trying to get the maximum amount of treasure possible of the useful items. Although I may have to go back, because I could use possibly some mini medals. And the maps I'm using don't have them on them currently. I'm using the old NES maps. Fair enough. Don't worry, I'll get all the mini medals later in a catch-up video or 2 or 4. 4 catch-up videos? That sounds like a lot of condiments. Speaking of condiments, would you like some ketchup on your beautiful silver rosary? Oh my. Originally it was 80 gold. But this wonderful new item, I'm sure Grimlock would love to wear it. Could this possibly change his personality? Too romantic. Oh dear, old romantic Grimlock. That's silly. Probably not one of the best personalities, but nonetheless. Personalities are personalities. It's good for wisdom and agility, not so much for strength and stamina. So I think I should give that to someone else. Sounds like something Magdalena would like to wear. Really? Just the way that is phrased kinda makes me worry. And Grimlock is not a hard-hearted person, he's a silly person. That'll work for right now. I shall be the worldly one, with hardening my heart. And finding out not all intersections lead to treasure. Oh dear. It seems the vampires did not like Magdalena's romantic side. And well, that's a tragic tale. Nonetheless, we continue on. Even if it ends up killing us. Because after all, we're here for a purpose, and it's not a romantic type. Even though ironically, we're looking at it because of romance. Romance of a forbidden, oh my, type. Yeah. I have a theory though. Elves are supposed to be long-living, right? And they're supposed to be wise. And possibly more agile. Can you tell me why they like to taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? That made no sense, especially since gnomes make Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We all know that. Oh yeah, they're what cereal are the elves involved in? Lucky Charms. Pachisi tickets. Originally that was 48 gold. Oh dear, an evil moth appears. It looks like a clown. A clown moth. That's silly. Also silly is a rabbit hound using defense. Has the effect of sap, except it's on everybody. And having defense down can be very painful. But eventually it dies. Eventually everything dies. We know that. But do we know why the evil moths like the taste of cinnamon toast crunch? I think I'm gonna get slapped for that one eventually. Also, I believe called man-eater moths. Yes, man-eater moths in the NES version. Because after all, you can't have anything evil in video games now, can you? What? I gotta stop saying what. And a leather dress. Perfect, Quashina. And I'm sure she would probably be offended about that, because that lowers her defense. Especially since fighting suits are more awesome. And not good enough for Magdalena. Maybe if we had a female thief. Of course we know females only can equip dresses. I know what some of you are going to say. No. No cross-dressing in this game. At least not from the male to female point. And ominous treasure chest is ominous. Whenever you see something ominous, always restore your hit points. 5 dead stools. That was a little bit dangerous. But thank goodness we finally get a blank screen. And the Dream Ruby. And a letter. Oh my, a tragic tale, if you will. So whatever happened to the gentleman involved in this? The nameless gentleman, if you will. Whatever is going to happen with this Pachisi ticket? And will Magdalena rise from the grave? Or will we all be forced to be deaded in this horrible cave? Full of vampires, dead stools, rabbit hounds, and evil man-eating moths. I should say find out in the next video, but I'm gonna try to get out of here in one piece, taking an alternative route. So what happens if I get in a fight with 2 vampires, 2 dead stools, and a needle moth? A dead magma. No worry, Grimlock save us all. And if you don't believe that, well, here's an island in the middle of nowhere to disappoint you. That was a little grim. No pun intended. And at this point, it may be worth it just to accept my fate and take, well, lose half of my half my money. But maybe, just maybe, it will work. Why do I have a feeling it's not going to work? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm tempting fate once again. I always tempt fate, don't I? Tempting fate can be sexy sometimes. Never tempt fate, for she is an evil mistress. Speaking of which, can I use it? No, it has to be given to Grimlock. And then Grimlock. Grimlock smash, by the way. Can't use it. Speaking of being used, would it be possible that this fountain could possibly revive the dead? Nope, won't do that much. Sorry, no refunds. Sprinkling magic water does not guarantee the revival of your life. Neither does anything else, really. You ever hear that song, Can't Get No Satisfaction? Well, that's what dungeons are. You will never be satisfied in a dungeon until you get out of it. It's the truth. No matter how much you loot, you need to go home. And home is where the heart is. Also, alternative path leads you to treasure. The small meadow. I'm glad I went here. Because originally it was an acorn of life. Increase the hit points 1 to 5 maximum. I wonder how much longer my luck can hold out. I'm guessing not much further. Outside of possibly needing 99 medical herbs in the future. Which surprisingly, wouldn't that only be about 800 gold? Did I do that in my math head right? Maybe. And finally, with that loop, leads us back to here. At the first floor. And by going northwest to the exit. And finally, 5 death stools. I've had enough of our shenanigans. Thank you, Your Majesty. And please don't say you want us to take another chance at being king. Because that would be quite embarrassing. Because after all, I can't be a king full of dead companions, now can I? And considering they have gone through... well, yeah. I barely ruled. It's amazing that 3 minutes of ruling as king was better than several generations of the previously... what? Oh, hi doggy. Hi, Bobby. I don't even know. These people are weird. Speaking of weird, maybe I'll come up with a random party idea. Maybe one of you will vote on who stays, who goes. Maybe I'll just go to the next video on another day. Another day. Don't worry, everyone will be res soon. Thanks to the power of pancakes. So rise and shine.